So Newcastle United have got their Premier League season off to a winning start with a 1-0 win against Southampton. Joelinton with the winner just before half-time, but I think this game will be remembered for that controversial incident involving Fabian Schar and Ben Brereton-Diaz, which saw Schar get red carded less than 30 minutes into the game. So Newcastle had over an hour, or just about an hour with 10 men, and they did really well. It was a good start for Eddie Howe's side. Just looking at the game overall for a second, it was a good start for Eddie Howe's side. They came in, they've got the win. That's about as much as they can ask for, really, on the opening day of the season. You know, they've got that win, and they're going to be hopeful that they can kick on from that, especially with Bournemouth and Tottenham to come before the international break. But yes, as mentioned, that the game will be remembered for the Fabian Schar red card. It was a tentative opening from Newcastle. I think they'll be slightly disappointed with their opening, especially with 11v11. I think they burst out the blocks really in the first couple of minutes, but then after that, Southampton were really good. They controlled possession. They were getting, a little bit of joy as Newcastle tried to press. Sorry if you hear the beeps. I think that's Nick Pope's child on the digger there. But yeah, so Southampton burst out the blocks really well and sort of controlled the first 20 odd minutes. Newcastle had a couple of chances, but nothing to write home about. And then the incident came. A ball was played over the top. The referee had already blown the whistle. And then about 3 or 4 seconds went by. Fabian Schar, hearing the whistle, sort of stopped in front of the ball. Ben Brereton-Diaz came in, hit him, well, not hit him, but shoulder barged his back almost. Schar fell to the floor, got up, reacted by pushing the Chilean, and then coming together between the two. The heads came together. I think it was a very, very harsh red card. I think that Diaz has made the most of it. He's fell down very theatrically. I think he might be embarrassed by that, I think, tonight when he looks back. But yeah, I think a lot of people always say Schar may give the referee a decision to make, and he maybe has, but I do think that in a game like that with VAR and technology, you can give the referee a decision to make, but the technology should acknowledge the fact that there was no headbutt, it wasn't a thrust, it wasn't anything like that. So I think Newcastle have been really hard done by with that decision. I think that was one to be very disappointed by, the fact that the technology hasn't overruled that. Craig Pawson was straight away give a red card. It was a really awkward one. I think that yes, Schar maybe does give the referee a decision to make, but I don't think that's any sort of excuse or any sort of, this is the reason for the red card. It wasn't a red card. If anything, Brereton-Diaz shove on Schar beforehand it's obviously more dangerous. And if you're looking as a child to set, if you're looking to set an example to a child, if the rules are there for red cards to stop, incidents like this, if you want to stop these incidents, stop children or young players sort of being influenced by these, you are more worried about I think you should be more worried about Brereton-Diaz's first, the contact in the back. Shar's obviously unguarded, that can cause serious injury. Rugby league have banned, or rugby in total, back shots are an absolute no-go, so that's one, obviously not at the same level, but that's one to consider. And then again, Diaz's reaction to fall on the floor was embarrassing really. And I think obviously Schar, yes, he probably shouldn't have done it, and but I think it was not a very good decision from Craig Pawson. And it really sort of set Newcastle back, and they made the changes. Jacob Murphy came off, Emil Kraft came on, he went in the midfield, and then they shifted from 4-3-3 to 4-3-2. Anthony Gordon played alongside Isak up front, and they really weathered the storm of it. Southampton were decent. They couldn't break them down, but they had the majority of the ball as expected. But to be fair, Newcastle was stuck in it, and yeah, they capitalised on the one mistake. Southampton give them Alex McCarthy, the goalkeeper, passed it straight to Alexander Isak. Isak took a couple of touches, squared the ball. Joelinton, who was in the box, slammed it home, and 1-0. That was about the 43rd minutes. That was just before half-time. And to be fair, they never really looked back after that. Second half, Southampton dominated the ball, but didn't really have anything. I think Newcastle were very content for large parts. Had a couple of headers, a couple of shots, and they had some dangerous-looking players, but you never really felt that they were going to score. Never really created like a gilt-edge opportunity, other than one where Lewis Hall, to be fair, did sort of hook it off the line. But yeah, so a bit of for a 1-0, a bit of an incident-packed one, and yeah, it was. Newcastle will be, as mentioned, happy. I think Eddie Howe will be happy they've got the win, and that's all that really matters, as mentioned before. But now Shar's out for 3 games potentially. That obviously they've said they might appeal, but there's no way that's going to get out. I'll be shocked if that gets overturned, especially since VAR looked at technology. Harsh red card, but they're now without Schar for 3 games. It's just Bournemouth away, and Newcastle haven't had the best recent record there. Nottingham Forest in the Cup potentially. Whether you would have played that game, I'm not sure, but he can't now, so there's no option. And then of course Tottenham at home, so that'll be a big miss, all those 3 games. But yeah, it was wasn't a controversial filled evening, afternoon, but one Newcastle will be happy to get out of, and yeah, I think a win is obviously a good win, and they'll be happy with that, but certainly room for improvement. One mention for Joelinton, who scored the winner. He was immense today. Nick Pope made some crucial saves. Sean Longstaff and Bruno Guimaraes in midfield were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, there was lots of positives from the day, but you know, there will be things to improve on. Of course, Fabian Schar is going to be a big miss, but ultimately all of that pales in almost into significance when you get the win on the opening day of the season, and they look forward to the next few games. And obviously the end of the transfer window. That's another thing with Shar's red card. Does that force their hand in the Mark Gahey deal? Do they go out and get someone else? Because 3 games isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it shows that as soon as you lose Schar, that you know your depth isn't really there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out over the next few games. But the end of the story is Newcastle United win on opening day of the season against Southampton.